respected dignitaries on the dais, fellow bureaucrats in the making, UPSC aspirants, part of the organizing team of people who are part of the organizing team of MIT School of Government, and all of you. A very good morning to all of you. It's been a very nice experience being here in Pune. Very nice weather. There's a slight rain and all that. But more than all of that, it's been kind of a roller coaster ride ever since the results came out 3 months back. But I don't think it is ever going to get bigger than this, because facing a crowd of this magnitude and with all our fellow UPSC rank holders sitting right in front of us, a very, very unique and special experience it is for all of us sitting here. And having to share your experiences, having to tell people on how to go about preparing for your exams. Before all that, before starting off on telling you how to prepare, what to study, where to study and all that, one thing, at least according to me, that is more important than all of that, all of those things, all of those tips put together, is this basic fact that you have to, basic question that you will be asking yourself, or you have to ask yourself before jumping into this big well called the UPSC exam, is if you really want this. Well, that is a very, very crucial thing, because I have seen people giving up their very lucrative careers in the US and in Europe and coming back to India because of this misplaced dream called the UPSC, spending years and years chasing this dream and then ending up as total failures. I've seen people doing that. I've seen many people doing that. So probably this is one place they failed, because they never asked themselves this basic question: do you actually want this? Because once we got into the rank list and all that, there have been many queries from different parts of Facebook, you can call, regarding how to prepare for the exam, how to go about studying, how to go about managing your time and space. So there was this particular person who I was having a chat with on Facebook. So he sounded very inspired, because he was like telling me that he basically wants to go into business, but his friends were actually forcing him, or rather recommending that he take the exam, because this is one career that would probably suit him. So this conversation was going on in a very nice fashion, and I was like telling him like what the exam is like, how you should go about preparing for it. He was giving me inputs of his own. He was like actually telling me how great an achievement this is, how you should go about being a good officer and all that. And then in the end, there was this very weird question, and this question actually ended our conversation. He just asked me, "Bhai, can you just tell me how much we are paid?" That is a very big thing, because people who are outside of the preparation circle don't have a very clear idea on how much you are paid. That is a very important thing. So this person who was an aspiring businessman, he was expecting probably somewhere upwards of 1 lakh probably a month. So I told him that you'll be paid somewhere around 30 to 35,000 a month, because that is the only idea I have. I'm not quite sure on how much we are going to be paid, but that is good enough for me at least. So I went about telling him that is what you're going to be paid, at least in the beginning. So he was like, "What?" And then there was a small pause, and I took that time to log off and come out of Facebook. So that is one very important thing that you should get into your mind. Is this actually the thing for you? Are you okay with everything that you're giving up for this big dream? Is this actually your big dream? So I also made this terrible mistake of jumping into this the first time around, when I never really had a clue as to what the civil services was. I was actually told by a friend, similar to what happened with the other person. I was told by a friend to actually take this exam last year. I did not have much of a clue, but then I decided to just give it a try. But giving it a try is actually a very good way of understanding what it actually stands for, because that is the way I learned what the UPSC exam is, what the civil services stand for, what being an IAS or an IPS or an IFS officer really means. You only understand these things once you go into the actual scenario. So my first round of preparation probably was spent into understanding how this really was the thing for me, and that actually gave me more confidence to come back and fight it out another time. And this is what happened. So ensure that all of you sitting here, ensure that all of you really ask this question in your mind before, or at least once you're starting off your preparation, try asking this question repeatedly to yourself if this is the thing for you, or is your mind somewhere else. So once you've decided on the fact that UPSC is what you want to do, because this is going to take away a lot of productive time out of your life. So ensure that this is very important for you. So once that is decided, I think they've already told you the importance of working hard and the importance of hard work. And one thing I found out, at least from peers who are preparing along with me, people who succeeded last year, people who did not succeed, people who have been writing for 3, 4, 5 times, one thing I found out was that it is not just hard work. Yes, hard work is very important. It is probably the most important thing. But more than just hard work, you need to work smart. Because especially with the new syllabus and a whole lot of things getting added to the syllabus, it is very important that you are intelligent enough to choose what to study and what not to study, because those things are actually very important. And probably there are people who can guide you, there are coaching centers that can guide you. And another thing that was very useful to me, I don't know how useful it is going to be to the rest of you, but another thing that was very useful to me was group study. I don't know if it is possible for everyone to go into group study, but if at all it is possible, then there is nothing as good as sitting in a group and studying. Because there are people who ask me, even yesterday people were asking me if I've gone to Vajiram or one of those big institutes in Delhi, and I was telling them no. But that no is not a full no, because yes, 2 of my friends have been to Delhi. That is good enough, because they brought in whatever they could from Delhi, for all that input, and we used to sit in a group and share our experiences. So ensure that wherever possible, if at all you can have a chance of sitting in a group, big or small. My group was a 11-member group. It does not have to be that big every time. But ensure that if at all you have a chance of sitting in a group and discussing, sharing your experiences, ideas, getting to learn things from others, teaching people things, if at all that is possible, if at all you have that opportunity, grab that by the neck and ensure that you're sitting in a group and studying every day. That is very important, because 11 minds think more than one mind can. So that is what I believe. You can get lots of experience sitting together and studying. And probably another very important thing that I found out, apart from all those routine things of working hard and putting in, having a very regular, schedule for your daily preparation, all that is very important. All of you might be knowing all that. But more than all that, how much ever you study, how much ever you read, ultimately it all boils down to what you write on that paper. It all boils down to what your performance is in those 3 hours when you sit down and face the question paper. So you need to prepare yourself for that as well. I believe that part of your preparation is as important, or probably even a bit more important than the information that you gather or the analysis that you make. Your ability to put forward your opinions and put forward your ideas on paper and bring in that restriction of time and space into your mind, that is very, very important. So it will help you if you can go through a couple of previous question papers. That is when you will understand the nature of questions that are being asked and the kind of time that you have on your side, the kind of space you have on your side. You have to have a good idea of all these things beforehand, so that the exam does not surprise you. So if you have all these things in mind, then I think like Stuti was telling you, each of your preparation will be different from the others. So I can't just go ahead and prescribe a format as to what time you should wake up and for how many hours you should study every day. All that depends on your ability, because as far as I can tell you, I was not able to study for long hours together. So we used to take breaks in between. We used to watch movies, go out, play and all those things. So all those things are a very important part of your preparation, because this is something I tell my friends, this is something my friends used to tell me also, because it is very important to be happy when you're preparing. The exam as it is putting a lot of stress on your head. The whole 9 papers that you have to take, the whole wide syllabus, 2 optional subjects, it has been cut down to one very good thing. But it is in fact putting a lot of stress on your head as it is. So why are you putting some extra stress on yourself by not playing the games that you want to play, or deactivating your Facebook account? That is something that is in vogue right now. Any person who is serious with his studies, especially somebody who is preparing for the UPSC, the first thing, probably one of those first things he does is deactivate his Facebook account. Very dangerous thing to do, because I was totally hooked up to Facebook. So had I logged out of Facebook during my preparation days, it would have put unnecessary stress on me. So ensure that you remain happy, you remain calm and peaceful throughout your preparation, because I can tell you with confidence, both these years that I prepared, the first time around and this time, I totally enjoyed the experience. I don't know what is the case with the others. Probably most of you have, and probably that is the most important reason that all of us are sitting here wearing those things. I'll also get one of those probably. So that is one of those very important reasons that we are in the list and some of them are not probably, because we all enjoyed the 2 months or 3 months or 1 year or 2 years or 3 years of preparation that we put in. So that is probably the most important thing that I can tell you. A very simple thing at the outset, but very difficult to ensure that you're happy, because it puts a lot of stress on you. So ensure that you do all those things that makes you happy. Go out with your friends, watch movies, do Facebook or anything at all. Ensure that you're happy throughout your preparation, and whatever the result may be, one thing that I can tell you, one thing that everybody can tell you, all these people can tell you, is taking this exam is a very life-changing experience. It changes the person that you are. It changes the way you look at the world. It changes the way you look at issues. You learn to understand that there are 2 or more sides to every issue. The one is the major side that the media and the common man understands, and there are more than that. There is more than that to every issue. So you learn to look at all the dimensions of an issue or a policy or of everything, of a person, even a person. So it makes you a different person once you come out of this preparation, and the fact that you end up in the rank list is just a bonus. So I'd like all of you to ask yourselves that very important question and then go ahead with your preparation. All the very best.